Hello folks, the old Sarge here, and today I'm going to talk about some of the current realities about jobs. Mike Rowe from the series Dirty Jobs really put it very well when he said, "We are lending money we don't have to kids that can't pay it back to train them for jobs that no longer exist." At present, our high schools are pretty much designed and geared their curriculum toward sending their students to universities. There's a couple of reasons for this. One is legacy, in that the folks that went through the Great Depression found that you weren't in bad shape if you had a college degree. If you didn't, you were in trouble. And that sort of put in the mind of people that we need to get everybody to have a college degree. They didn't think that through, that everybody can't have a college degree or we're going to have a shortage of needed skills, which I'm going to talk about. So we had that legacy issue. Also, you have the college or the high school's principals and academics saying, yes, we send our students to college, which is a point of esteem for them, a point of pride, a goal. With that mindset, once again, that everything has to be geared for a college education. What's happening now is a lot of students are coming out of college with totally useless degrees and finding that they can't find work, and they are saddled with a tremendous amount of debt from going to college. Go out there and really try to find a job when you've got a bachelor's degree in female studies or any other basket weaving type of degrees. Unless you have a degree in the hard sciences or engineering, you're in a lot of trouble because there's not too much call for these other degrees. When I went through high school, we had extensive shop classes to go along with the academics to steer you toward college. If you're not going to college, they gave you a taste of some other type of skills. So when I went through, we had courses like woodworking, worked with leather, worked with plastics, small engines, other skilled hands-on things that might perk our interest into a different type of career. Because of all this gearing toward college, we're finding ourselves in severe shortage of trade skills, the specific hands-on skills. For example, machinists, welders, plumbers, mechanics, electronic technicians, electricians, carpenters, heating and air conditioning folks. Also, with automation's coming in and taking a lot of jobs. And we see this really starting when we had the folks in California. You had the folks working on fast food places yelling that they need a living wage for an entry-level job, that they're not supposed to stay there anyway. These entry-level jobs, essentially, they're being stolen from teenagers. When I went through high school, in the summer, I had a job as a dishwasher. My starting salary was 85 cents an hour. It was entry level. It was for teenagers to learn how to be good employees, to get us started in the job market and knowing how to interact with bosses and our coworkers. But now you have people actually making careers of those entry-level jobs. They started screaming for that $15 an hour. They got it through legally. So what did the fast food companies do? They decided robots were cheaper, and they were a lot cheaper. So a lot of those jobs went away because now they have the robots to do it. And that's not ending. With robotics and the capabilities and artificial intelligence capabilities increasing, you're going to find that a lot of jobs that people thought were safe may end up going away. The reality is, the real jobs of the future are for people who can build things and people that can fix things. And that's what young folks need to consider when they're looking for a future job career. And we are really short of a lot of skills. In general, 53% of the skilled workers are over 45 years old. And we have shortages in electricians, electrical repairs, machine maintenance workers. They're all over the age of 45. There's a whole bunch of us that are going to be retiring soon. A bunch of us baby boomers. We're going to retire and make more places open for jobs. In one study, they listed the 5 trade areas of the greatest feared skilled labor shortage. And that is in carpentry and millwork, electrical, again the heating and air conditioning, boilermaker, concrete finisher, and cement mason and iron work. Today's average tradesperson is 56 years old. And currently, in the United States, we are short of 600,000 skilled tradespeople. By 2020, we're going to need 10 million new skilled people. Now, a little salary note. I was talking to a plumber that was working on my house and fixing things. We talked about salaries. And I found out he was making far more as a plumber than I ever did as a software engineer. These skilled jobs, because we're in desperate need of them and we're short of them, you can expect high salaries. And if you get to just the competent level of skill, you're going to find yourself in 6-figure salaries without a college degree. So these are very honorable professions. You get to do something. You get to build something with your hands. There's a lot of satisfaction in that. Even if all you are is a plumber and you fix somebody's house, well, you fixed somebody's house and made somebody's life better because you were there to do it. So it's worth to consider, instead of college, look into the trade schools and find out what you can do and what you may like to do that's going to be worth a lot of money. Now, as the old sergeant, I'm going to take a little view as to the military. You can get these skills in the military. If you meet the high standards required to be in the military, try thinking about putting in 4 years in the military. Get that veteran status in your back pocket. That helps a lot, and that means a lot to a lot of people. And you'll come out with a skill, and you will be able to find jobs because you have that skill and you have the experience. And I'll tell you, talking about that heating and air conditioning, those people that could do it on aircraft were really hard to keep because their outside salaries were so high. So yes, the military has trouble keeping these folks with these skills because the outside salaries are so high. So yes, I recommend joining the military if you can qualify and getting that skill set. This is the old sergeant. Stay vigilant.